Hello friends, today's question is the signal flow graph of a system is given to us and we need to find its transfer function. Okay, so this can be done with the help of Mason's gain formula. Let us see what it is. So Mason's gain formula is Cs over Rs, that is the transfer function of the system is Fp1 into delta n1 plus Fp2 into delta n2 plus dot 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 divided by delta, and this delta is given as 1 minus sum of loops plus sum of product of two non-touching loops minus it goes on. Okay, so let us break this formula first. So fp1 fp2 are the and so on are the forward paths. Okay, so let us see what is a forward path. Forward path is a path which takes you from rs to cs, means input to output. Okay, so like that, like here we have a forward path, this 1 2 4 1. Okay, so we can go like this. So this is one forward path. Okay, so that dot dot is put because there can be more than two forward paths. Like here in this case there are three forward paths. Okay, so this is for fp1. Okay, now let us understand what is delta. Delta is 1 minus sum of loops. What are loops? Loops are those paths which will again uh, take you to the same point. Okay, so see, if I start from here and I take this path and then I traverse this path, then I reach the same point. So this is a loop. Okay, so this is one loop. Okay, now you can see there is another loop like this. Okay, if I go from 5 4 and then minus 2, I reach the same point. Similarly, if I can take a path from 3 4 and minus 2, I reach the same point. So these are the loops where you end up reaching the same point. Okay, so these are sum of loops. Okay, now so sum of loop will be sum of such loops. Okay, now it says sum of product of two non-touching loops. Two non-touching loop means which do not have any node in common. What you do is you multiply those two loops, and after that you just add it here. Okay, and there can be many such loops. So here you will have you can have more than one term. Okay, similarly this minus this dot 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 goes as if you have three non-touching loop or 4 5 6, so it continues. Okay, and this sign alternates like minus plus minus plus. Okay, so now delta n1 delta n2 are these deltas only, and uh, you have to only include the loops which are non-touching with the forward path. Okay, with that forward path. Otherwise uh, you have to neglect the other parts where you have a node which is touching that forward part. Okay, so let us proceed. So here now the forward paths are fp1. Okay, as I already told you, this is one forward path. Okay, 1 2 4 1. So I can write it as 1 into 2 into 4 into 1, so which will give me 8. Now fp2. Okay, fp2 is, see, if you see there is one path like this. Okay, so it is, if I write 1 into 5 into 4 into 1, so this is going to give me 20. Now there is one more path fp3, so which is going to give me like this 3 into 4. So this is 3 into 4, this is going to give me 12. Okay, so these are the forward path. Now let us see what are the loops here. Okay, so there are few loops here also present here. So these loops are, first you can see there is a loop 2 4 minus 2. Okay, so it is 2 into 4 into minus 2, which is going to give me minus 16. Okay, if I take loop 2. Okay, so that is uh, 3 4 this loop. Okay, so it is going to give me 3 into 4 into minus 2. Okay, so this is minus 24. Now loop 3, there is one more loop which is going to be traversed like this. Okay, sorry, if you take this point it will be like this. Okay, you will be reaching the same point here. So 5 into 4 into minus 2, 5 into 4 into minus 2, so it is minus 40. Now we have so the summary is we have three forward paths and three loops. Okay, so let us see. So you can see here that all the paths have the loops which contain at least one node. Okay, like this path has one node which is connected to all the loops. Okay, and this path again has forward path has all the nodes connected to this loop. So our delta n1, delta n2, delta n3, this will be uh, delta n1, delta n2, delta n3, these all will be 1. Okay, like that. So all the three are going to be 1. Okay, so now what we can do is we can directly see the sum of loops. Okay, so now delta is 1 minus sum of loops. Sum of loops is minus 16 minus 24 minus 40. Okay, plus product of two non-touching loops. But you can see here that there are no such loops which are non-touching. Okay, so after that we have nothing, because there is no loop, no two loops which are non-touching. Okay, so rest of the part is 0, because if there are no two non-touching loops, so definitely above that there will be no non-touching loops. So if you sum this up, this comes out to be 81. Okay, now we have delta with us. Now let us write the numerator term. Okay, so numerator term, I already told you that del n1, delta n1, delta n2 and delta n3 are all 1. So now we are just left with fp1 plus fp2 plus fp3. Okay, we'll sum this up. Okay, so it will come out to be 8. Okay, plus 12 plus 20, this will give me 40. So now your transfer function Cs over Rs is equal to this sum. Okay, this sum, okay, which is 40. Okay, so we will be left with 40 over this delta. Okay, so it will be 40 over 81. So this is going to be option C. Okay, if you see here, it is option C. So option C is the correct option for this question. Okay, so this is how you need to solve a problem related to Mason's chain formula. Okay, so thanks for watching.